the channel, we've got Mattel Basic Blowout with Macho Man Randy Savage, The Chase Mandy Rose, Top Picks AJ Styles, MVP, and NAMM Dar.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Basics unboxing and review. As you guys know, I dabble in the basics from time to time. I buy legends like the Macho Man. I buy some first time in the line, only time in the line characters, suited bodies, street gear bodies, and people that catch my eye, I guess. And as always, gotta get a deal. We'll find some stuff on clearance, and we'll see one of those in this very video. But you guys know, for all your Mattel needs, hit up Wrestling Collector's Shop. Use discount code Kyle, discount code Kyle10 to save. And we're going to start it off with the Macho Man, and we're going to do these reviews like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to see where it goes from there. So we got the old Macho Man Randy Savage, hot off the presses, series 126 for the old Macho Man. Beautiful cover shot of the Macho, very iconic look to him right there. Macho Man Randy Savage. This is the new 2022 basic packaging. WWE logo, of course. And then you get Macho Man, and I would say not in one of his most iconic gear. A lot of people don't even remember this gear. Only worn a few times, the old blue tights. But it is a basic, but it is very, very plain Jane. The head sculpt face scan on this one always just looks a little strange to me. He almost looks like a Muppet, and I don't know what I mean by that, a Muppet. He looks like something from Jim Henson's Creature Shop. A little bit. I just think there's something missing, and what is missing maybe is a headband and the glasses. Maybe that's what's missing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so used to in my action figures to see my Macho Mans with glasses. It looks weird when he does not have them on. That could be the case here, but that's Macho Man. He's got the blue going on. On the back, we got the cross-sell, of course. Got my girl, Mandy Rose. We're going to talk about her in a second. Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. Bobby Fish, we unboxed him on the channel already. And then you got a big picture of the Macho Man there. And what's it say about him? Signature move, flying elbow drop, double axe handle. And he is classified as a high flyer, which I would say he is definitely a high flyer, especially for back in the day. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. See you later. Plastic prison time. Old Macho Man in the prison. There he is. Look at that. Pull him out here. See you later. Now, this is one of those figures a lot of people that don't collect basics will buy because it is Macho Man. There's Macho Man completionists out there. There's just a lot of people wanting this one. But boy, I don't know. This is pretty rough. This is pretty rough as far as Macho Man goes. I know it is a basic and all. But just starting at the bottom. The yellow boots are cool. You got the white stars on it. But then we got this paint from the basically bottom of the thigh all the way down to the boot. It's just white paint, which looks very, very strange. I don't know. And then you got the blue knee pads going on. And some of the blue has wiped off onto the white. That is unfortunate as well. It just looks very strange to me. It just doesn't look right. I don't know. And the more I look at it, the more weird it looks. I don't remember him ever wearing white, like, socks all the way up to his thighs. I just don't get that. I don't know what that is supposed to be. Very, very strange, very peculiar. And like I said, the more I look at it, the stranger it looks. But it is a basic. Once again, I guess you get what you pay for when you pay $9.99 for something like this. The trunks are cool, the nice baby blue with the white. You got Macho Man on the back right there. They did give him the tape on his fingers, which is always iconic to the Macho Man. Wrist tape around the arm there. Obviously all painted on, not an extra piece or anything like that. And then you get to the head, and the head, I mean, it looks like Macho Man. You know it's Macho Man. It just looks off, and I think it's the lack of the glasses, lack of a bandana. That's just what seems weird to me. But it's definitely Macho Man. But it's definitely a Macho Man. Would have been cooler as an elite, possibly. We're not going to get that, I guess, as of right now. Maybe down the line. But a bit of a deep cut Macho Man, I would easily say, as this is not his most iconic of gear. But I said I need to dress this up for my display, and you guys know I like to turn my elites into, or my basics into elites whenever I can. I do have this soft good Macho Man shirt hanging around, so I said, you know what? I'll throw this on the Macho Man here. Make it look just a little bit better. Make him look a little bit more presentable. It's probably not accurate. Probably doesn't even make a lot of sense, and it always looks weird when a guy has a shirt on like this and just trunks on, but nothing else. But is what it is. But I'm going to do this, and it's just going to class this Macho Man up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Give him just a small touch of class. And there he is, the Macho Man with the shirt on. Looks a little bit better. Still not going to change the world. Definitely not a gotta go out and get this one for sure. I'd pay $10 for it. Wouldn't pay more than that. But Macho Man Completionist, you're going to want that. That's for sure. But there's the Macho Man right there. Is what it is. Not my favorite, but had to pick it up. You guys know I'm a sucker for a legend. So there you go. And I'm also a sucker, speaking about being a sucker, my girl Mandy Rose. My girlfriend Mandy Rose. Don't tell Rio, everybody. But yeah, we got Mandy Rose right there. Same packaging. She is also in Series 126, but this is the Chase edition of Mandy Rose. And I've decided I'm going to be a Mandy Rose completionist. Yes, you heard me right. I'm going to get every Mandy Rose figure that's ever been. And as of now I have this, I have all of them. So you guys know I'm a completionist of a lot of characters. Like No Way Jose. I got every figure that was ever made of No Way Jose. Yes, it's true. I do. But there's Mandy right there. On the back, same back as the Macho Man, same cross-sell, same warnings, UPCs. A little tail of the tape for Mandy back there, looking really good. I miss her blonde days. I really do miss her blonde days. Signature moves, the Bed of Roses, Kiss the Rose, and she is a grappler. Who knew? I wouldn't classify her as a grappler, but she can grapple with me anytime. See you later, Mandy. All right, Plastic Prison, got the old pink going on. It looks really good. Looks really good. See you later. Except for the head sculpt. That's where this figure loses some points. But it looks really good for a Mandy Rose figure. Got Rose on the side. Got that nice pink going on. Very, very feminine. Very girly going on here. Painted on top, which I wish it was an extra sculpt, but it is what it is. Once again, it is a basic. But the head scan is very strange. And I got a weird like line through her eye I'm seeing when I look really close. It's like a scar. It's like a scratch that goes through her. She's like been in a battle or something. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick that up on the glamour shots, but there's a scratch that goes like right through her eye. It's very, very strange. I mean, you got to really look for it, but it is definitely there. Very strange. But yes, my Mandy Rose completionism continues. Now I have all of them, of course. Got the blue one here, the regular edition. She's got that, what is it, that tape on the side of her arm she doesn't have on this one. So that's just another point of difference. Always like it when there's points of difference. Holy cow, then the faces are different on these too, and it's because of the paint work, the true effects, or whatever you want to call it. Not good on either of them, I'll say that much. Not good on either, but I got Mandy. I'm complete once again with a little Mandy Rose. This one, not setting the world on fire. I don't know any of these that we're talking about today are must-have, except possibly one, and we'll get to him in a little bit. But Mandy, for looking only like she can look, I'm here for it. I'm all right with it. I'll stick it in the back of the display case somewhere. It's got to go somewhere, but maybe in the far back is what we'll do. Now we turn our attention to the gotta get a deal portion of our basics. As I found this maybe 7 months ago, finally getting around to unboxing it, on a work trip, hitting one of those off the beaten path Walmarts, going down the old clearance aisle, and you never know what you're going to find in some of these strange small town Walmarts. And I found my brother AJ Styles just chilling on the pegs. But look at that price tag, $3. Now, I necessarily didn't need this AJ Styles, but for $3, I said, you know what? I got to get it. I'm going to get it. So I got an AJ Styles for the road in that little town. And for $3, really couldn't leave him behind. You know, my old friend AJ, it never fails. Every single day on the channel, somebody comments, no disrespect, but you look like AJ Styles. Or has anybody ever told you look like AJ Styles? And then I also get, hey, does anybody ever tell you look like the Big Show? I mean, I get that stuff every single day. It's crazy. It's crazy every single day. But it is what it is. I don't care. It's all right. It could be compared to worse, I guess. So there it is. But there's AJ Styles. Looking good. On the top picks, there it is. Finn Balor, John Cena, Braun Strowman, AJ Styles. Warnings, UPCs down below. Anything good on here on the back? 2019. So this sat for a while. This went to clearance on 1/20/21. So maybe it was about a year ago I got this. Gosh, time flies when you're having fun. What can I say? So literally over a year ago is when this went to clearance to $3. See you later. There it goes. AJ Styles, red and black attack. Oh, I always like AJ Styles' figures, though. I always feel he has a good look. He's got a great haircut. I'm not going to say he copied me, but who knows? Maybe he did. But AJ, looking good. He looks a lot better with long hair. See you later. Than he did with short hair, for sure. I do prefer him with the long hair. AJ looking good, like I said, in the red and black attack. They do got his tattoos on the side. I always think that's good. Got all kinds of good writing on the tights. You got Phenomenal One. This is a very good basic. This is better than the last two we looked at, for sure. You got the Phenomenal One on the side. Articulation-wise, all these guys have the same articulation. You got the elbows, you got the wrists that move, you got the shoulders go up and down, the head moves, waist and then knees kind of move. The knees barely move anymore. And then you got boot cuts going on. and no ankle articulation. But not bad for red and black attack. And then, of course, the same thing like that Macho Man. Got a third-party shirt to really dress this AJ Styles up. And, of course, it's black and red as well, so this should match pretty good. So for $3 and for a shirt for like $3, all of a sudden your AJ Styles just went to the next level is exactly what happened here. And now he's the untouchable AJ Styles, the old phenomenal one. $6 total, I think that can't be beat. I don't know. What say you guys out there? I think that's all right for $6. I'll take it all day long. And twice on Sunday. There you go. Stick him on there, and there's old AJ Styles. Looking good, looking fast, looking free. There it is. All right, we got 2 more. Let's do this one. We got 2 more, newer, fresher ones, and this one comes from Series 129. We got NAMM Dar, one of the first cruiserweights from the old Cruiserweight Classic, the old Cruiserweight 205 Live guys out there, finally getting a figure after many, many years. Got to be honest, I don't know if there's a lot of people clamoring for his figure, but I think anybody that wrestles should at least get one figure. I think that just looks really cool. If you wrestled in the big time, you should get a figure. So I'm happy NAMM Dar gets here. I believe he went over to NXT UK a few years back, is still over there. And when the pandemic hit, NXT UK got dropped off my weekly watch list. I just ran out of time. My work schedule at work got too busy and I had to cut some things out, and unfortunately NXT UK was one of them. I'm just really glad Gunther, maybe if you want to call him that, I'm calling him Walter, is over on our NXT in the United States now. I get to see him every week, and he's a favorite of mine, going back to his indie days as well. But NAMM Dar, looking only like a NAMM Dar could look. There he is right there, and on the back, we got Series 129, we've got Roman Reigns, we've got The Miz, Dominic Mysterio, first time in the basic line, and then we got Carmella. I am definitely on the hunt for that Miz. I will pick that one up. I always love suited body figures, so I'll pick Miz up in a heartbeat when I do see him. And we'll get him then. See you later. NAMM Dar in the plastic prison. I see something really cool with this figure, though. Now, basics, it is basic. I mean, the articulation, see you later, everything. I don't see NAMM Dar setting the world on fire. This is one of those guys that I think will be on deep clearance 6 months from now. I just don't see a bunch of little kids knowing who NAMM Dar is. For whatever reason, I just don't know how well it'll go. But I think it is really cool to get. But he's got a very cool, like, stars and galaxy type tights going on here. I think that looks really good. Got the old supernova here on the knee pad. An okay head. It almost looks a little bit like old Fandango, the head sculpt on this one. But it isn't terrible, and I like the color patterns on the tights, so I'm okay with this one too. First time in the line. I'm just happy he got a figure. I think for completionists and hardcore fans out there, hardcore collectors, I feel like you need guys like him because I don't see him getting an elite anytime soon. Probably not at all. So you got to get this while you can. That's my recommendation, but I think it'll go to deep clearance. But then 5 years from now, all of a sudden this will be like a $30 basic. And everybody's like, what the heck? Well, it's his only figure ever. That's the way it goes from time to time. So there that one is. We got one left. One left as we run through these. Series 128, and I think we saved the best for last. We've got MVP in a suit. We've been needing this to go with our Hurt Business figures. I'm all in. I love this MVP. I've been a big fan of MVP since he debuted. I love that he stuck around as a manager, occasional wrestler. Kind of like the Pete Rose days when he was on the Cincinnati Reds, player coach. I love that. I'd love to see. I think MVP got hurt a while back, but I would love to see him, take a fall every once in a while, wrestle some tag matches, just wrestle. Kind of like J.J. Dillon did with the Horsemen a little bit back in the day. I always think that is really cool for the managers to do. Bobby Heenan, of course. Really love that idea. But this MVP is phenomenal. One little issue with it, we'll get into it in a second, but he got a nice glamour shot. Packaging's all the same. Once again, this is from Series 128. On the back, you got Big E, Sasha Banks, Raul Mendoza, and Edge. And then, of course, MVP at the top. What's it say about MVP? He is a playmaker. His signature move, Playmaker 305. He is a grappler. Yes, a grappler in his managerial days. He does come with one accessory. I wish that accessory was a cane. Instead, it is a chain, it looks like. So, note that. See you later. Plastic Prison. There he is, looking very regal in this suit. Great for customizers out there. I love Street Gear figures. See you later. You can always move some things around, do some moving, some shaking. He's got a little rubber band action going on here. Stick that right there. There it goes. And now we got MVP, and he's got a three-piece suit on. Man, he is fashionable. Three-piece suit, purple tie, purple undershirt, and then he's got his gold chains, the THB, the Hurt Business. Got his purple napkin, his little pocket square going on. I love it. Very, very solid. My only gripe with this is, man, very barrel-chested. I mean, this is a huge chest on him. That is massive. So they need to slim that down just a hair. It looks okay since he's got a three-piece suit, but I saw, you know, promo images of that Miz suited figure that's coming. Same thing. It's just too puffy. It's way too big in the chest. They need to sculpt that down just a hair. Just a hair, not asking for a ton, just a hair. But we do got the articulation on the suited figure just like these guys. We got the knees, you got the feet that don't do anything, you got knees that move barely, you got wrists, and you got the hands and arms. The elbows, you got single joints, hands go up. Not a ton of articulation in these basic figures. You can remove this, so if you want to put this with you know, his elite figure, you want to give it to Bobby Lashley, you want to give it to Cedric Alexander, you want to give it to Shelton Benjamin, you could do that as well. But he does have that cool chain, like a young Razor Ramon with the chains going on. But I like this one. This is probably my favorite of the bunch. Let's rank them in order real fast of my favorite to least favorite. I'm going to go MVP. I just think that is pretty cool. He's going to be my favorite. Second favorite, I'm going to go to AJ Styles, and that's because I added that shirt to him. I think he looks really cool with the shirt on. I think this is the deal of the day for sure. It could be the deal of the week. Got to get a deal. After that, I'm going to go Noam Dar just because it's first time in the line. I don't think we'll get an elite from him, so I'm happy to see that. Then finally, I guess I'm going to go Macho Man. Just not a strong Macho Man, but it is what it is. Yeah, that soft goods makes him a little bit better. We'll put Mandy Rose here because we already had one. I don't know if it's that much special. I do like the pink better than the blue, but the head sculpts, very rough on this Mandy Rose, unfortunately. But a basic line is what it is really, you can't complain too much. You can complain about anything, but I don't get too worked up about these like I would an Elite or something in Ultimate Edition. Well, that's a lot more money out of your pocketbook for sure. These, you're kind of gambling, and once again, you always got to take that business step back. These are aimed at kids, not adult collectors, so you can't get too worked up about these. But some cool stuff and some nice stuff from the Mattel team, giving us the Noam Dar, giving us some suited characters, making people like me buy the figures. That's a very smart business move, and at the end of the day, we always have to remember it is a business. Don't forget that, because that's how things are dictated, that's how things are done. So there it is. So there's a little basic action. What do you guys think? You guys dabble in any basics? Did I get this lineup pretty good? Did you pick any of these out? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. You might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the old notification bell, follow along on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, Patreon.com, where you can see this video probably weeks earlier than the traditional YouTube, plus tons of other bonus content and fun stuff over on the Patreon, so check that out. And ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. So for some basics from Mattel, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.